factory itself was great. A lot of people I haven't talked to in quite a while. We're excited about what the rower is doing as well. So we're looking to expand our partnership with them and hopefully get some more water rower users on EXR as well. So,
Okay. Water roller with a Bluetooth module or with a smart row?
Both, actually, because I know they're working on our Bluetooth module and there's some improvements coming.
Okay.
So hopefully,
Didn't know that.
all in all, and then Smart Row I know is working on their native connection.
Yes, native connection would be nice.
I hope soon.
You know, I tested a rowing machine lately. It was like you said, on the fibo. You walk around and look like, where are the rowing machines with FTMS support? And I tested it with EXR since it's so easy to connect.
Should be at least. Sometimes.
And you get the Strava export. So this is always great when I do the workout and I can get the data afterwards on Strava.
If it's not on Strava, it didn't happen.
Right.
I hate this generation.
Well, you don't have to put anything on Strava, just if you want to.
Even my roommate as well, if I exercise and I don't put it on Strava, he doesn't believe me.
No, you didn't do it. Okay.
It's horrendous.
Okay. So what is your favorite type of exercise?
Swimming and gym.
Okay.
I don't like rowing.
Well, that's interesting. You're working at EXR and you don't like rowing.
I think I would prefer outdoors rowing.
Outdoors,
We're actually going to be doing a team building exercise in the next couple of months.
All right.
Where we all row outside. So that's going to be exciting.
Okay. There.
Thank you.
This is yours.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
Okay. I like the caffeine. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. But I try to row because I'm actually gonna start training for a high rocks as well.
Oh, okay. I've seen this at the FIBO. When you get in, there is a big high rocks park. And what is it about?
I'm still a noob, to be honest.
Okay.
It just seems like an exciting form of competition, to be honest. Yeah. It's like the combination of cardio and strength. And I don't like pure cardio sports.
Okay.
Yeah. Swimming was always a bit. I used to be a professional swimmer until I was like 19 years old. Yeah. But then I stopped because I wanted to have a life.
How often did you swim?
I swam 20 hours a week, so it was on quite a level.
That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot, yeah.
I swam before school, after school, 4 hours a day often.
Okay, so you like the water. I can understand better now that you want to get out on the water.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't mind falling in, to be honest.
All right. Now, when you talking about measurement on the water, I think RP3 they're leading with their app. I'm not sure if they are, but
they're definitely the most comparable to the on-water experience.
Right.
And that's what they're going for. They want to be able to release the best rower for actual athletes to train, for them to have the real experience on their RP3.
Right.
So,
okay.
But yeah, I'm not a data whiz in any form or any way. Don't ask me questions about data.
No worries. What is your day-to-day job at EXR?
I do business development.
Okay.
So pretty much everything communication-wise, sales-wise, setting up events, setting up all of that stuff. Okay. So I go abroad, I go to these events, I have communications with our manufacturers, with our partners.
Okay.
I make sure everyone's happy.
Yeah. That's a good job.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
If everyone's happy, it's a good job.
All right.
It depends on the day. And then, just in general, I help with business direction as well. Just for example, we're currently looking for a new office. That's one of my tasks, to just handle that administration-wise and stuff.
Albert told me, you're moving in June. Is that right, or before June?
In May, actually, yeah.
May,
so
okay.
During May.
Yeah. Okay.
But we rented our current office during COVID, and prices then were insane. So we now found an office space with similar size for half the price. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
Easy choice.
Easy choice, of course, yeah. Yeah, COVID is doing strange things. Yeah, still.
I mean, to be honest, the best thing that could happen for EXR is another lockdown, but
No, don't talk about that. That was miserable. I understand the point, but no. You know what? I would might describe myself as an introvert, and going to that fair is like really special to me, especially with those pumped up guys there. And
same for me. Feel very out of place.
but interesting that you do it for your job, and yeah, it's where you meet people. So actually, I think it's a good thing. There were 3 topics which I'm most interested in to the fibo. One would be longevity, the other one would be wearables, and then when I saw all those China manufacturers and all of that, it's so big, you know.
It's insane.
I'm thinking about ESG and environmental sustainability.
Yeah.
How can that happen in a world like that, which we're currently having? So those are the 3 topics which I'm most interested in. And, I do agree. COVID somehow gave us
Little boost.
well, for indoor stuff, it's a boost, yeah. For events, it was a disaster. And, but somehow it gave us a realization of what is currently happening in the world. Maybe it's going too fast, and we need some kind of break and take a look at it again and reevaluate. And what's your stand on fitness in general?
Well, it's undervalued these days. It's very important. I'm currently shifting my focus as well. Since after I stopped swimming, there was 5 years where I didn't exercise because I had enough of it.
Okay.
And now the last 2 years I've been picking it up again and trying to get in shape and all that stuff.
What was the reason? Is it just like, okay, I'm getting out of shape and I should do something again, or?
I just noticed I was out of breath when walking upstairs.
Okay,
And I didn't
that's a good reason. But you know what? That happens to me as well. And I wouldn't consider myself being in shape somehow. Yeah.
I didn't want to be out of breath, and I'm quite an active person, so I like to travel. I like to go around. I'm quite an adrenaline junkie, so I like surfing, skydiving, all that stuff.
Okay.
But you need to be in a form of shape for that.
Absolutely.
to be able to do those kind of things. Yeah. So that's probably my main motivation to pick that up again, so I can do the activities I like.
Okay. I would love to do that, but not sure. Father of 3 kids, wife, and my wife always tells me, you can do that if you want to, but keep me out of it.
I could recommend skydiving. It's definitely an adrenaline boost.
Where do you do that? Can you do it in Black Forest, or do you have to get to Dubai, or?
I can actually do it in my hometown.
Oh, okay.
There's like an airport
that
specializes in skydiving.
So they pull you up, or they you go up with a plane and then you
with the plane and then just drop with a parachute.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
That's crazy. How many minutes are you in the air?
Depends on the type of jump you do, but I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, 5 to 10 minutes.
But the
highest adrenaline. And,
the thing is, the only adrenaline part is like at the very start. Once you open your parachute, it's pretty chill.
Okay. Okay, so the free fall, the few seconds.
Free fall is the adrenaline part. The most I've free fallen is like 30 seconds to a minute. And
Okay.
then you open your parachute and then it's just chill gliding, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a limit where you have to open it, or?
I haven't jumped alone, so I just listen to what the guy tells me to do.
Open it now. What did you say?
I don't have to do anything. I just have to hang there.
Okay.
I actually want to get my degree to be able to jump alone, but that's going to be a future project. I don't have the time for that at the moment and the money.
It's an expensive hobby.
Skydiving is quite expensive, yes.
Yeah. How much do you pay for a jump?
Last time I paid 250 for a jump, 250 euros. So that's if you have to do that every week, that's quite an quite an expense.
You have to sell a little bit more extra. Okay.
I just have to convince Alfred to give me a raise.
A raise? I talked to Albert and I said, let's do a race, not the money race, but the race in your office on rowing machines. Would that be possible?
Yeah, definitely. We now have the private and the public competition mode. So you can either set up a lobby yourself and invite people, or people from all around the world can join you and in just a public lobby. It's basically the first person that starts a lobby is the host.
Okay.
And then up to 5 other people can join and you can race together.
Okay, so you don't have to be physically on the same spot, but it can be somewhere. You know that I had that one time when I did the Smart Row race, it was great. Kind of boosted my I don't know how I wanted to row. I wanted to give it an extra push.
Boost the motivation.
Yeah. Absolutely, it pushes the motivation intensely. If you see, okay, there's someone else rowing and he's doing just a few milliseconds or seconds better.
You want to catch up then.
Yeah.
That's the whole point why we included it as well.
Okay.
We had competition mode for more than a year, like coming soon mode in the app. And people were always complaining we want the competition mode, and then we released it and nobody really cares anymore.
Okay. We have to do a race when I come to Antwerpen. I would like to visit your office and maybe we can.
That'd be great.
You have 2 rowers there?
We have 20.
You got 20 rowers in your office? What a beautiful office. Gotta see that.
Each brand we support delivers a rower to our office.
Okay.
So we can offer customer support.
That's why you have to move, because there are coming more rowers.
We have space. Okay. We have a gym where most of the rowers are just upright against the wall.
Okay.
And then the main rowers we use for general testing are just set up.
Okay, you got a whole gym in your office.
Yeah.
With showers and...
No. We smell them. we don't have a gym.
Okay.
We have a gym, but we don't have showers.
Showers, okay. Yeah, okay.
But to be fair, we do test quite a lot.
Yeah.
But not actively rowing
Physically,
ourselves.
on the rowing machine, you take a pre-recorded rowing and...
we have simulators and stuff.
Simulators,
that we can include. So there's only we test all of the races every time we have an update. So we test all of the smaller distances just to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
If anything's wrong, and then we just run a simulator on it for like 20k to see if it crashes, to see if it
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's how you test.
So if you ever see someone passing by in EXR that's rowing at like a split of 120, it's probably one of the developers. with a simulator.
Really fast, yeah. You know, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
leave that.
Okay. Talking about other people on EXR, what I really like is the other segments where I can see myself racing myself, the ghost rower, and then sometimes there are robots on there. I think they're blue ones. Yeah. So how does that work? When do robots come in there, and can I put more robots in there? Or
the blue guys are basically just to create a bit more of an atmosphere.
Okay.
So if you're on a location that doesn't have a lot of people on it, there will be more bots. Since we have like a minimum amount of people that need to be on the map.
Yeah.
If there's not that amount of people, we just fill it up with robots.
Okay.
That depends. I don't know the exact numbers, to be honest.
Most of the time when I use EXR, I take the featured track. There are 2 featured, I think, at the same time, and then yeah, there are people up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Rowing and,
There's no empty moments anymore on the featured maps. We've
that's
reached
interesting.
Yeah.
When did you get to that point where you said, okay, no, there is no empty spots anymore?
About like I think a half a year to a year ago, probably.
Okay. Did you open champagne or did you just say, oh, okay, it happened?
It's once we released the multiplayer mode, and then it's like more than a year ago right now. At the start there was still a lot of times people were just online and via the feedback support. They mentioned I don't see any other people, but there just weren't any other people. So
okay.
Because we didn't work with featured maps and all of that stuff. So if you're on Boston in a 20 kilometers route, there was a chance that you couldn't see any people. Because no one was online at that specific time of day at that specific route.
Okay.
But that's not the case anymore. Any route you log into at the moment, you will be able to see some people. You might be able to catch up to them.
Yeah.
Or they will catch up to you. But yeah.
The whole rowing together thing, I really fancy that a lot. It's kind of motivating, and you think, oh, look there, what is he called? What's his name? You look at it and you see, okay, he's not from Germany, he's from somewhere else. And I think that's really nice. And sometimes I'm doing my steady state, 20 strokes per minute, 45 minutes, and sometimes people get at the same speed and we row along each other for a while, and then someone catches up.
That's what we're going for. Yeah. That's what we want to create. People just going for longer sessions because they see other people and they want to keep tagging along with them pretty much.
Okay, right.
With that's also why we introduced the event system, because we can currently now organize our own group road, and we can bring people to them. I think the largest we've had up until now is like 120, 150 people rowing together. And that just creates a large cluster and then smaller groups form, and then they all row for like an hour. That's just great to see in general. So.
I have seen the videos from the events, and I was baffled. And I thought, okay, people managed to happen to meet at the same time in different time zones and be there and row together, and the kind of character in community it builds, that's tremendous. Yeah.
True. The advantage we have over cycling as well is you don't need 20 people around you for it to be motivating. If you have someone in front of you, someone behind you, you're set pretty much. That's enough motivation. In cycling, that's boring, but
I think I wrote with Ari. Is that
Ami?
Ami.
Yeah.
Sorry. She just translated the app into German.
Yes.
It's very handy for German people.
You've noticed a real spike as well in users in Germany.
Okay.
Just because there was a lot of interest for the app, but some people just aren't
kept
proficient
away.
in it. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Localization. So you did German recently, and are there any other languages coming where you think the rowing market is?
Dutch is already in there now.
Yeah.
It did absolutely nothing.
Well, that was an easy thing for you, I guess.
It was to be expected that it was not going to be a lot of influence as well.
Okay.
But next languages are French and Spanish. We expect a big boost for Spanish users as well, because, well, Spanish is one of the most spoken languages in the world, of course. So that's going to be hopefully greatly well received.
Okay.
Depending on the translation, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're working together with an external agency for Spanish and French because Ami is very proficient in a lot of languages. But
there is an end. Absolutely, yeah.
Even she has her limits.
Sure. And then there was another feature in EXR I discovered a few weeks ago. It was I'm not sure if it had been there before. If I want to train on a marathon, I can set a training plan.
Yes. recent feature. I think 2 updates ago, where we introduced training schedules. So training plans actually.
Yeah.
So not individual training schedules, but we are working together with the coach from Wacht Limmelen.
Oh, okay.
And he creates longer schedules, and we're gonna start adding more and more in the future as well.
That's interesting. Yeah, I started with the marathon, and I thought, well, that's hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Maybe it was the hardest schedule. I'm not sure. We should take a look at the other ones. But that was interesting.
The training schedules in EXR are actually quite intense. I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I think you can just do it in your own pace. Whenever you row,
based on your FTP. That's the we need to reshape how people look at the FTP test. Because we've changed the flow recently, where it's you get more of a nudge when starting up the app to actually determine your FTP.
Okay.
Because that's very important for training schedules, of course.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's not really a point. You're just guessing in the dark.
How often would you do an FTP test?
We've put something in the app that actually updates your FTP as you go. So if the app notices that you're constantly faster than your FTP would automatically adapt to your new time, pretty much. So I would recommend. I would, just for a good measure, I would recommend doing it like once a month, once every 2 months, just because a lot can influence your training level. At the point you can feel a bit unwell, you can have had a bad month, not made a lot of progress, and it's just good to keep track of yourself, and it's a great way. And it doesn't take too much time. It's just 20 minutes of hell, to be honest. So.
Absolutely. Well, FTP is hard, but doing it in 20 minutes, it gives a lighter edge to it.
True.
So,
We've actually done some studies with a university in Belgium. Because we wanted to compare how accurate the results of the ramp test and the 20-minute test were compared to like a full hour test.
Oh, that's interesting. Has it been done for rowing before? Or?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, oh, that's really
I know
interesting.
of some people doing it right now that we've talked about it. We were like, too late.
Okay.
But the results were actually very surprising, because it was like in a 99% completion rate. So there was only a 1% error margin.
Oh, that's really
was
good.
Pretty decent. Much better than we were expecting.
Okay.
So it's actually, you can get pretty much perfect results with the tests on EXR. So you don't have to do the full hour test. So that's good to see.
Yeah. Talking about competition.
Where this is going on.
You have to. Nothing bad. Just your personal take. Not sure if you're talking for EXR or just your personal take, but you have been at the FIBO and you've seen all the other software apps, and from my perspective, I'm not sure how you see it, but EXR is pretty much at the top, or leading the field, I would say, currently. But when I look at Avron just released their app for third-party rowers. Then there is Peloton, and I saw another one. Not sure.
You have Hydro as well, but they don't have a third-party app. They just have the Hydro installation.
Hydro was at the FIBO?
I think so, yes.
Oh, okay. I did not see them. I need to check. Okay.
I've seen a lot of people. I could be mistaken.
Okay. So, I think you had a decent flow lately with British Rowing and other major players advertising for EXR and rooting for it. How do you see EXR comparing to other apps and software?
the thing is, every user is looking for something very specific, it seems, and there's a lot of great rowing apps out there, but each offers their own part for the market. I feel like some apps focus more on data, some apps focus more on interaction, some apps like Kinema, for example, focus on video footage, and sometimes that's all people are looking for. But I feel like in the interactive 3D fitness market in rowing, that we're definitely taking a lead right now. There are some other apps that have been poking their head a little bit here and there, but it feels like we've definitely, especially online, if there's talk about like a Zwift for rowing, we're like the main candidates that's going to
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you named Swift. Is this an app where you're looking at and saying, okay, they have interesting features or kind of gamification things which motivate people and which should be also be done for rowing?
I'm not too familiar with the market of cycling, to be honest. That's more of a question for Alfred.
It's an interesting market as well. There was another app for cycling at the FIBO I was seeing. I'm not sure what it was called.
Rovi?
Rovi? No, it was not Rovi. They were just doing cycling, and it was done with the Unreal Engine, and you could go into 3D courses and in kind of fantastical worlds, and I thought, well, that would be great for rowing. You could immerse into it and just do your thing and see your heart rate or how fast you would be going.
In virtual reality, you mean, actually?
They did it first with virtual reality. They put it on glasses, but now it's just on a screen. You can use it as an app. They mainly use it for studios. So there are big studios where they put it in the back, and everybody is rowing along, and they have a dashboard where they see, okay,
cycling along or rowing along.
Cycling. I'm not sure if that is also present in rowing.
The studio concept is definitely on the rise as well, I feel like. There's plenty of gyms that have shifted from their focus from like a spinning studio to a rowing studio.
Okay.
It's different. Rowing is more of a full body sport, while cycling is mainly lower body focused and cardio focused. But I feel like the concept it's not fully picked up yet, but it will get picked up in the future, I feel like, and we hope to be a part of that and just make the rowing classes a bit more interesting, to be honest.
Absolutely. Well, I've seen that in the States a few years ago. I'm not sure, there were rowing boutiques, and not sure what they were called, but they slowly faded away again. So I'm not sure if that is currently the way.
I feel like it's built in. It needs to be built into corporate gyms, so it doesn't need to be a specific rowing studio. But gyms just need to start organizing rowing classes, I feel like. That's gonna really popularize the concept, because if you're just gonna start by opening a studio that no one's ever heard of, it's gonna be difficult to get picked up by a lot of people.
Absolutely.
In a couple of years, if there's a lot of interest in like rowing group classes in already existing gyms, then the concept can be expanded upon. I feel like I would love a rowing gym in Antwerp. That might motivate me to row more.
A rowing gym in Android?
In Antwerp.
Oh, in Antwerp. Okay. Misunderstood that. Okay. A rowing gym in Antwerp. Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's not like we don't have enough rowers at the office, but
well, you could open one in your office.
We could.
The extra gym.
But that's the thing is, we don't want to tackle the concepts of all the different data points from all the different rowers yet. It's difficult to make rowers compete against each other, and that's not something we're planning to do. We just want to basically give everyone the opportunity to row together, but official competitions are not gonna be between like a concept 2 and a water rower, or concept 2 and that's a difficult concept to.
You don't want to tread the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's done it before, and we don't plan to do it. risky seas.
It might be a risky thing to do. You're absolutely right. I heard something, not sure, it was from the world of rowing. There might be a certification for rowing machines, and which would be probably for correct data output.
I've told them as well, because we've talked about them about to World Rowing about this, and I just mentioned you handle the fire and we'll take it up afterwards.
Oh, that's okay.
It's, you do the hard work and we'll.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll see where this is going to go. Where is this heading?
I'm excited to see where they take this. Yeah. It's, I'm not sure what they're going to base it off of, but I'm curious to see what the reaction is going to be from different players.
Okay.
Yeah. Could be exciting.
Nice.
Just in general, we've been growing very steadily the last years. Each month we get a flock of new users.
Okay.
Now we're just looking to work together more with our partners, especially manufacturers, to like give a bit more of an exponential growth.
Okay.
Because up until now it's been pretty linear.
Well, linear is good as
Linear
long
is
as it
good.
goes up.
But instead of this, we need to.
If it goes down, one should worry.
I don't think we've ever had a month of going down in users. No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. Talking about using the software and using it long term, can you spare numbers? How many users are actually using the software for several years, or is it just season-wise?
That's difficult to determine because we're still pretty new.
Yeah, sure.
And if we look at the current calculations for our lifetime value, it basically goes up every month.
Okay. There were things.
Yeah. We need more data to be able to determine that.
Okay. Sure.
That's difficult to currently determine because since we've only officially released in 2021.
Yeah.
So our current estimate for lifetime value is higher than the time we've actually been around. So
Understandable. Okay. All right.
That's.
I'll ask you in a few years.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll be able to respond to that.
We need to do another interview then.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we shall stop the video here and.
Perfect.